the Mamer, Reish Parshas Teruma. To understand this Mamer, you have to learn the Medrash inside. In the Reish Parshas Teruma, here we go. Seder Teruma Parsha Lamed Gimel Aleph. Vayikhu li Teruma. It says you should take from me Teruma. Hado d'chsiv. This is as it's written. Ki lekach tov nasati lachem torasi al tazovu. Because I've given you a good portion, a good taking. Do not abandon my Torah. Al tazovu es hamekach shenosati lachem. Do not abandon this acquisition that I've given you. Yesh lecha adam shelokech mekach yesh bo zav in bo kesef, because you have a person who takes an acquisition that has gold but does not have silver. Yesh bo kesef in bo zav. If it has silver, it doesn't have gold. Aval hamekach shenosati lachem yesh bo kesef. But this acquisition I've given you has silver. Shnema imros Hashem imros toros kesef tzaruf. Like it says that the words of Hashem are pure words, pure silver, or purified silver. Yesh bo zahav, it has gold. Shenem, or like it says, hanechmadim zahav mi pazrav, that they're more precious than gold, and from a lot of precious gold. Yesh adam lokeach sados, avalokramim, you have a person who takes fields but doesn't take vineyards, kramim v'lo sados, vineyards but not fields. Aval hamekach hazeh, yesh bo sados v'yesh bo kramim. This has both fields and vineyards. Shenemar shalachayich pardis rimonim, like it says that you've sent out towards the orchards of the pomegranate. Yesh lecha adam lokech mekach ubnei adam einan yodin mahu. Then you have someone who acquires something and people don't know what it is. But because of the reward of the one who administers or presides over this the deal, you can learn what was taken. In Adam Mahi, so to the Torah, a person doesn't really know what it is, or can't reach its end. Only from the reward that Moshe took. Shenemar, like it says, Moshe lo yada ki karan or panav, that Moshe didn't know that the light of his countenance was shining b'dabroito when he was speaking with him. So now we get to the part that is more shaykh to the Mamer. V'yesh lecha mekach shemi shemo charon nimkar imo. And you have an acquisition that the one who is selling it is sold together with it. Amar HaKadosh Baruch Hu Israel. So the Holy One, blessed be He, says to Israel, Macharti lachem torasi, I've sold to you my Torah, kiviyachol nimkarti ima. It's as if I was sold together with it. Shneimar v'ikhu li Teruma, like it says, you should take me, Teruma. Meaning you take me as well. Mashal melech, and it brings an allegory to a king, Shaylo bas yechida, that he had a single daughter. Ba'echad min hamelachim v'natla. So another king came and took her for a wife. Bikesh li'elich lo la'art. So when he wanted to go to his land, v'litel ishto imo, and to take his wife with him, Amar lo. So the king said to him, to this other king, Biti shinosati lecha yichidisi, this daughter that I have given to you is single to me, my only daughter. Nifrosh mimena ini yochol, I can't leave her. Lomar lecha al titla ini yochol, and I also can't tell you don't take her. Nefishihi ishtecha, because she's your wife. Elazu tova aseli, but do this favor for me. Shekol makom shata holech kitun echad aseli, that any place that you go, make a small room for me. Shadur etz lachem, or like a small palace that I can live next to you. She'eni yochol haniach espiti, because I cannot abandon my daughter. Kach amar HaKadosh Baruch Hu Yisrael. So too, the Holy One, blessed be He, said to Israel, Nasati lechem es Torah, I've given you the Torah, lifroshim heimena ini yochol, I cannot abandon it. Lomar lechem al titloa ini yochol, but to tell you don't take it, I'm not able, ela b'chol makom shatim holchim, but any place you go, by echad asuli, make for me a house, shadur besocho, that I'll dwell inside it, shene'amar, like it says, vasuli mikdash, like it says that you should make for me a mikdash. So again, it's a concept of vayikhu Teruma that we take. You take for me a Teruma. It's as if we're taking a Shem as well. And that's the mashal for it. And so the Mamer says, vayikhu, it quotes the Medrash and says that you should take for me hado dichsiv. This is like it says, ki lekach tov, that I've given you a good portion. So look what says in the Mamer hazino beperush kemata likhi, like then it talks about that my acquisition comes down like dew. Like rain. That it's as if you're taking me. The concept of the rain coming down is like you're receiving a Hashem from above. Ayin Shem, look over there. So again, in Hazinu as well, when it says Kamata Likhi, you should look. It's from the Lashon Look Chimosi. It's as if you're taking me. But this Mekach has in it both silver and gold, and fields and orchards and so forth. So what does that mean? Yishlomar, we can say Parshas Teruma. It's like it says in Zohar Teruma. In this, that the Holy One, blessed be He, gazed at the Torah and created the world. That the Torah is rooted in the world of Adam Kadmon, which is this general light and so forth. So the concept of the general light is that includes everything, the silver and the gold, the fields and the orchards and so forth. And maybe this that you don't realize what it is because it's on such a high level in Keser. So only from the reward of Moshe, of the shining of the countenance, the Giloim afterwards, you can realize what level it comes from. So it's as if I was sold with it. So because the infinite light is enclosed in supernal wisdom, that he and his life forces are one. The oros of the spheros are one. So if he's enclosed in chachma, so Ohr Sof is mislabish in chachma. So when you get chachma of Torah, you also get Ohr Sof, and that's the concept of Hashem, so to speak, is together with His Torah. When you get the Torah, you get Hashem. Bas Yechidachulu, and then you have this mashal of the single daughter of the king, the fi shihi ishtachachulu. Since she's your wife, I can't let you. I can't stop you from taking her. From this meaning the Torah. Habasi malchus Torah shebal peh, and this daughter is malchus, the oral Torah karinan la, Torah shebal peh karinan la. V'shorsha mechach milah, and its root is from supernal wisdom. Abba Yisad Barta, that the father founds the daughter. V'gam shorsha mekeser and nikra yachid, and its root is from the crown, from keser, which is called the one who's alone. So that's Bas Yechida, that this daughter, the Malchus, comes from Yachid, comes from Chochma and Keser. Alkein Nikri Yechidachu, that's why she's called singular. V'hinei Chochma La, Hima Shalamayla Mikol Haishtalshlus. Now the supernal wisdom is beyond all the order of creation. Chol Haishtalshlus Rak Minehida Abba Yisrael Sabachul, when the entire order of creation comes from Netzachod Yisod of Abba, which is called Yisrael Saba, and so forth. like it's brought in the Mamer English Shiur v'gam ki pnimis Abba pnimis atik, also because the inner concept of Abba is the inner level of atik yomin, pnimis atik yomin. So that's why the rest of hishtalshlus only comes from the hi, v'chachma tatashi halamed, and the lower, or maybe it's supposed to be hamem, hamalchus. Not sure what the lamed is. Anyways, the lower wisdom, which is malchus, shosha mechachmei la mamash, its root is not from just the nihi, but from actual chachmei la, not just from the rest, the shorosh of ishtalshlus, but higher than it. So that's why this daughter, the Torah Shebal Peh, you get the king with it. V'gam ki pnimis Abba pnimis atik yomin, also because the inner concept of Abba is the inner concept of atik yomin. So you get the inner concept of atik yomin as well in the Torah Shebal Peh. I'm sorry. Look what's brought on the verse. With this you'll praise yourself. So it's brought. So you have the concept of alis halal chacham b'chachma. So that the wise person should not praise himself, rather he should praise himself with haskel v'yado, which seems to be saying a similar thing, but it's as the malchus chachmas shlomo goes downwards. That's where you'll truly you can truly praise the chachma alone itself without going downwards, without the haskel v'yado. As not enough. This is brought in Ohr Hatorah Yisro. In the third Mamer of Ohr Hatorah L'chora. So it's the concept of Chochma Chitzonis, the Chochma Shlomo that goes down. V'abasi Hanal Nikra Rusel Nishamas Yisrael. So in the Mashal and the Medrash, this daughter is called engaged to the souls of Israel. Like it says. Murasha Kilis Yaakov, don't read it. Murasha, read it Meorasa, Shembechinas Chasan, that the Israel are called the groom in comparison to the Torah Shebal Peh, that's the daughter. Shemamshichim Baha or Torah Shebechsav, that we're the Chasan because we draw in the light from the written Torah into the oral Torah. Kamosh Kozab Dibra Maschil Torah Tziva, Vinyan Bais Echad Asuli Chulu. And then you have this concept of the king asking to make a house for me. Wherever you go, Hainu Birchas Torah. That's the blessing on the Torah, to bring down the king into the Torah as well. Wherever we go, we also bring the king with us. We make a bracha on the Torah, lahamshich ba gilui orein sof, to draw into it the revelation of the infinite light. V'zeu inyan osik b'Torah l'shema chulu, and that's the concept of study of Torah for its sake and so forth. Meaning to bring down the king with it. So Teruma is like likhi, that they take a portion. A Teruma is like the lekach tov, is like it taking a portion, meaning to take the king together with you, and that's the concept of the bayis. It's this concept of the mishkan, the house, which is meaning to say the concept of Torah. As you bring the king with it, the king should dwell in the Torah. The Birchas Torah, studying Torah for its own sake, meaning to say to have, bring down the Orein Sof into it. Like it says in another place on the verse, when you listen to in the voice, that Bikol, what is in the voice, meaning the Orein Sof that's mislabish in the Kol Torah. Look what's brought on the verse, that all your sons are the learners of Hashem, the Lemudei Havaya, meaning that they, so to speak, teach Havaya, that they bring down Hamshacha into Shem Havaya, which is a similar concept.